Being a taxi driver in New York means starting to cruise the streets of Manhattan in the early morning hours. A driver with a yellow taxi medallion working an average of 12 hours a day can earn between $8,000 and $10,000 a month. On good days, with airport runs, night rates, and tips, this figure can climb up to $12,000. But the other side of the coin is quite heavy. Medallion rental costs range between $2,500 and $3,000 per month. Fuel expenses hover around $1,500. Vehicle maintenance and repairs, insurance, parking tickets, and other small costs add another $1,200. Taxes and mandatory deductions amount to approximately $1,500. When you add all of this up, monthly expenses reach $7,700. In a good month, the driver's net income stays around $400 to $4,500. Looking at the profit margin, you see a rate between 35% and 40%. In London, however, the situation starts a bit differently. Black cab driving is seen as a prestigious job here, and you need to have passed the knowledge exam. A driver working an average of 9 to 10 hours a day can earn between £6,500 and £8,000 per month. In dollar terms, this translates to between $8,500 and $10,200. However, London's costs are also heavy. Taxi rental or license fees are around $2,000 per month. Since fuel prices are much higher than in New York, it costs $1,800 monthly. Vehicle maintenance and insurance add $1,000, and London's traffic and parking fines, along with other mandatory expenses, add another $500. Taxes and national insurance deductions amount to $1,300. Total expenses reach $6,600. In a good month, the driver's net income stays between $3,500 and $4,000. The profit margin appears around 40 to 45%. When the numbers are placed side by side, at first glance, the New York driver seems to be earning a bit more. But the real difference emerges when you look at the cost of living. In New York, an average studio apartment costs $2,500 a month. Basic grocery expenses are $600. And transportation and health insurance at another $400. In London, a studio apartment costs $1,800, groceries are $500, and transportation and healthcare costs thanks to the NHS are around $300. After covering basic needs, the New York driver has about $1,000 left over, while the London driver can save between $1,500 and $1,800. The picture also changes in terms of purchasing power. The London driver can move more comfortably in the local economy with the money earned. A cup of coffee, a restaurant bill, or weekend entertainment remains more reasonable compared to New York. In New York, everything is fast but also expensive. Daily living costs constantly strain the budget. In London, the pace is a bit slower, but the money earned lasts longer. If you've watched this far, you've seen the real power of this comparison. If you found it useful, a small like would be a big support to us. In conclusion, taxi driving in New York promises higher income, but also comes with much higher living costs and lower savings potential. In London, while income is slightly lower, net earnings and purchasing power remain more balanced. The profit margin looks a bit better in London, and the money the driver takes home truly offers a better long-term quality of life. Ultimately, if you're targeting maximum income in the short term, New York might seem appealing. But if you're looking for sustainable earnings, lower stress, and a better work-life balance, London stands out as a smarter choice. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss this kind of detailed analysis. We don't just list numbers here, we put real-life scenarios on the table. Which city, which profession, which choice makes more sense? We discuss everything based on data. You can't predict what's waiting for you in future videos yet, but each one will be more surprising than the last. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us on this journey.